Here is my top 5 games to watch this Sunday in the NFL. Number 5, I'm probably going to be watching this one at 1 o'clock, is the Raiders versus the Titans. Both teams made the playoffs last year. The Titans had the number 1 seed in the AFC last year. People used to forget that. They need to bounce back. The Raiders, they made the playoffs and they acquired a big chunk of great players like Devontae Adams, Rock Ya-Sing, Trayvon Merrick going into his second year, Chandler Jones coming back. This game needs to actually have someone to bounce back. I'm going to take the Raiders, but I would not be surprised if the Titans pull it off and bounce back. Derrick Henry has not looked the same. Is this the game where he breaks out? Number 4, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Los Angeles Chargers. I will do a separate video for this one, but Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Herbert, the next 5 years of this rivalry will continue, especially in the AFC. This is the start of a rivalry that we will love and continue to watch. And this is going to be a great game on Sunday, I feel. At number 3, we got the Denver Broncos at home versus the San Francisco 49ers. I want to see how Jimmy G responds after the Trey Lance injury. I also want to see how Russell Wilson plays after 2 bad games. I want to see how Nathaniel Hackett responds after 2 poorly coached games. I also want to see how the Denver defense responds after a terrible game against a top 5 pick team in the Houston Texans. I don't know. We'll see about the Broncos, but I'm more concerned about the 49ers and see how Jimmy G responds. And you got number 2. You got the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady, and this is probably going to be the final Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady game of their careers because I don't believe Tom will be back again, and I don't believe Tom will play Rodgers in a playoff game ever again unless it's this season. So, again, I believe the Packers pull this out. I think that Mike Evans, not having Mike Evans, is a huge loss for Tampa Bay. I think this is going to be a fabulous game. I think it's going to be an amazing game. It's going to be a really good game for both teams. I really like the Packers to come back. It reminds me of that San Francisco game last year where Rodgers threw it to Adams and Mason Crosby knocked it through the uprights and made the game-winning field goal. So the Packers and the Bucs at number 2. And at number 1, who else can guess? The Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. What is there going to be a challenger for the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East? Because it's not the Patriots and not the Jets. Is it the Miami Dolphins? Can they come back and can they win this division? Can they do it? Can they compete even? Can they even challenge them at home? This is going to be a difficult test for Tua, Tyreek Hill, and that defense of Miami. So I'm very excited, and that's my number 1 game for this week to watch. Make sure to hit that follow button for more.